Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. So happy days, huh? Bitcoin right now trading for $72,360. It did essentially tap the all-time high today, which is very exciting, and it should be expected, especially if you've been watching these live streams over the past few weeks, past month or two. We've been discussing this price action at length. And we've been talking about how going into this election, which is now just 1 week away, the market's going to explode. And that's what we're seeing. Now, the market at large certainly is not exploding. Again, particular sectors are doing extremely well, mainly meme coins, new launches, things like that, new meme coin launches. The majority of altcoins are still vastly underperforming Bitcoin. It's very fragmented right now. We'll get into that in this live stream. But as you can see, Bitcoin did actually touch the orange line directly at the all-time high today. So this is huge. And this thing can break. This thing can definitely break. Maybe we consolidate right underneath the all-time high for a bit. But my bullish stance is not changed whatsoever. We saw this move coming on BTC. And, well, it's played out beautifully here. All right, so we have 1 week until November 5th, and that's a very big day. That may have a lot of turbulence on the market, so be prepared for that. Know that ahead of time. But again, a Trump victory will more likely than not send this thing to the stratosphere. So is this breakout real? I certainly think this is a real breakout. Again, the market structure here changed in the 7-8 month range, really after the August 5th flash crash, flush out. Right, when Bitcoin wicked down here to $48,900. After that, the market structure shifted. All right, and that's why we basically have been expecting this all-time high here over the past few months. This was very different from this. Nonetheless, here we are today, October 29th, and Bitcoin has essentially tapped the all-time high and made back in March. So yes, I do believe that this is a real breakout. Right, here's our 8-month channel. Here's the consolidation just underneath the channel as well as the breakout. And this is not to be taken lightly. This more likely than not is the start of a multi-month parabolic uptrend for the crypto market. If it's not, maybe we have to wait a little bit more time, maybe until like the end of this year, till we get that crazy parabolic phase, but we are very close to it. Some might call this easy mode, when the market is much more forgiving than it has been when Bitcoin's been trading in this range for the majority of this year. Easy mode is essentially where, again, it's much more forgiving. More coins are pumping. There's more liquidity. Everything is moving. It's almost impossible not to make money, but you still need to have a skill and an edge to hit the huge winners. Because not every coin will perform as well as some of the best performing ones. All right, so there likely will be tons of the meme coin trend will continue. There's going to be tons of new launches, but also the more established fundamental coins are likely going to start to catch up during this crazy period. Because again, most of these altcoins are actually lagging big time to the majors like Bitcoin and Solana. And if Ethereum pumps, that likely will change. All right, so that's where we're at on things currently. Let's go ahead and take a look at our live chat before we get into some news and current events. Johnny G in the building. He says, let's go Empire. Could you chart Miggles? So that's a base meme coin. Mr. Miggles. Coinbase actually tweeted out their NFT collection a few months back, which sent this thing. Pumped it really hard. All right, so for Miggles here, you can see it didn't actually go for the breakout. It came back to test the bottom. And you have a really nice daily candle that formed yesterday. Nice hammer right on the trend line. All right, so in terms of this chart, there's a good chance that was the bottom down here yesterday at a 12.6 million market cap. Sometimes these things violently pump. It's a meme, so it can be really crazy. Sometimes they will retrace. Okay, so if you want to buy this, I'd say look for a retrace, but Notice how it's recovered a week of price action in one single daily candle today. And the volume is also starting to tick up a bit. So yeah, it's looking pretty bullish, and it looks like it has just put in a bottom yesterday, actually, in my mind. Silvadala, he says, smash the like and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Absolutely, guys. Smash up that like button. Really appreciate your support. One like does help me out a ton, helps boost the channel, spread the channel to new people. So please go ahead, hit that like button. Thank you for your support. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Rigoberto says the moment is here. Next 9 months, got to be super focused to finish the run strong. Absolutely. Yeah, this is huge, guys. Again, we could be entering into easy mode. If it's not right now, it's going to come pretty soon. And good times ahead. No doubt about it. Be cool. What's up, Be Cool? Let's see. Sab J. Jorn. He says, good evening, folks. I was in the free Telegram. It'd be nice if you let me back in. The only reason why you would have been kicked is if you were spreading spam, if you posted some kind of spam message. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, spam gets posted in there all the time and it's instantly deleted. And the person who posts that, note the one rule in that group is no spam allowed. But I don't know if that was the case for you. Send me a DM and we can get you in. Let's see. Amster Kim, he said, what's up, Connor? How do you gauge the long-term viability of newer crypto projects? Would love to get in early on some good projects such as Kazermatic of the past. Appreciate all you do. Great question, Amster Kim. How do you gauge the long-term viability of a newer project? So that goes back to a lot of the ideas that I share inside of my free ebook. Which, you know, the info in there, aside from the coins listed, the info is evergreen and timeless, right? I talk about how to build basically a compelling thesis on coins that are early. We look at things like the tokenomics, the team, the community, the sector, the narrative that it's in, and we basically formulate all those together. It's written in a clear, concise manner inside of the ebook, but understand that the market is vastly different from where it was 1 year ago in October of 2023, which was actually the bottom, a local bottom for altcoins. Most coins have not gone back to those prices in October 2023. Look at Tau, for example, at $50 then. And compared to 2020, 2021, the market's completely different. So how to spot the winners and, you know, how to build a compelling thesis, that remains, but it's just different with meme coins now. People don't have much interest in these fundamental altcoins currently. Even something like Caspa is looking like a straight up rug pull currently. I don't think it is. I certainly don't think Caspa is a rug pull, but the way this chart looks, the way it's been performing recently, you can't deny that, you know, there's some huge selling going on. Right, with price dropping. It could also be the case that there's just no demand for these utility altcoin plays. Caspa is just one example. There's many others that are not doing well in this market. So I would say, yeah, you know, that's how you go ahead and do it. You need to analyze the basics. Who is the team? Are they competent? Do they have a track record? Things of that nature. How are the tokenomics? Is it favoring the insiders, the team, the early pre-sale investors, things of that nature? Typically fair launch projects do tend to perform better, especially when it comes to the fundamental altcoins. But again, everything is kind of wishy-washy with meme coins dominating mind share and attention in the crypto market currently. And fundamental altcoins are not seeing any form of interest currently. I do believe that will change. I think it will, but time will certainly tell. And we'll certainly see how it goes going forward in the future. Fiat Hater, he says, good afternoon, Squire. Entered Sundog. This isn't TA based, but rather fundamental based. Apparently some major announcements coming this week and next week. Short-term catalyst play. So yeah, Sundog, again, they flushed out all leverage. As you can see, flushed out all leverage. One huge, big, fat red daily candle. This took place last Friday, October 25th. And it's just been consolidating now in the meat of this candle bar. So TA wise, usually wicks do tend to get filled right? There can be times where it just increases in value, but typically these wicks do get filled, at least somewhat partially. So, I mean, yeah, entering now probably isn't a bad idea, especially if you're holding spot with zero risk of any liquidation. Now, if you do see a move back into this wick below 14 cents to around 12 cents, that's your level now on the chart to look to buy. But yeah, Sundog is Justin Sun, the creator of Tron's meme coin. And Tron was popular for like 1 week when everything else was slow. And it's really kind of been lackluster since. Attention shifted super quick to the chain and then away from the chain. It's just the meme coin circus and people chasing the meta. But yeah, I do believe that Justin Sun has the power to pump his coin. So yeah, from a fundamental analysis point of view, I understand the thesis here with Sundog. Glasshopper says he's got some dry powder left ready to deploy. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, the total market cap chart is certainly looking pretty convincing right now. If we go to the weekly here. All right, here's our total market cap on the weekly, breaking out alongside Bitcoin. So I'm treating this as a real breakout, Glasshopper, meaning that I'm expecting it to move violently to the upside. So I'm not going to, I don't give financial advice, but I will say that the time to deploy is either now or very soon on a pullback from these levels and then look for it to send. But yeah, there is a obvious tick up in the total market cap. The total 2 is yet to break out. It's kind of right on the line currently. Just below the line. So yeah, when these charts start to break out, it will essentially be full bull mode. And here's the total 3 at a horizontal resistance level. So again, the time to deploy that spare capital you have is either now or in the short-term future, because when this thing takes off, it's going to wait for nobody. That's how it works. It makes you second guess yourself, overthink, goes lower, and then boom, it blasts off into the stratosphere. So that's why it's best to be positioned, have conviction in your picks, and simply let the market do what it needs to do. Don't get frustrated or discouraged if something you buy goes red after you buy it. I actually talk about exactly this in the ebook, how more oftentimes than not, after you make a dollar cost average buy, the price is going to drop. It'll be in the red. But with crypto, when they move up hard. All right. So those current red positions can flip green super quick. There's one thing I've learned. Shout out to the Silva Dollar again. And we got Differiner in the stream today. What's going on? He says, my man Connor, given current price levels, what would be your top 1 to 3 coins to purchase now for a short-term trade? Even a 2x would be great. So given current price levels, a short-term trade, there's many avenues to take, right? There's many avenues to take. If we're looking for like a quick 2x or quick short term, meme coins are going to be higher risk but higher reward. All right. So the meme casino can provide a 2x in a day or a 5-10x in a day, but you're exposing yourself to massive risk at that point. All right. So I'll answer the question in regards to, say, fundamental coins. But with that being said, the election narrative, yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? Because this is basically a 2x in 4 days here. The MAGA coin, Trump as well, is really actually underperforming the MAGA coin. But still, up 70% from the bottom a few days ago. So election narrative stuff could be a play leading over into the next week. We could see some quick multiples on those coins, but let's stick to, say, fundamental coins for a quick trade, even though there is no way to actually time when these FA coins will actually take off. You just simply need to have conviction in them and let them do their thing. So if we do see an AI rotation, which we've already started to see, these could 2x in an instant. And it might not be what you guys want to hear, but I still have conviction in something like Cubic. I think this thing's bottomed out, likely putting in a higher low down here. When this guy's going, it can 2x very quickly, up to 3,000 per billion. I wouldn't be shocked about that. All the AI coins will move simultaneously at the same time. And with that, Tau to 1,000 is a given as well. So there's many different ways to skin the cat differentiator. Tough question to answer, really, because I mean, meme coins would obviously be the way to go, but the risk is certainly much higher there. Fundamental coins are going to be safer, but in terms of a quick 2x, you can't time when they're going to move. You know, Tau to 1,000 is destined to happen, in my opinion, and that can happen within 2 weeks. So, yeah, that's how I would go about answering that question. Shout out to Kazuya. He says, let's go. Smash that like button, folks. Absolutely. Smash it up, guys. Mark Bass. What's up, Mark? And Random says the Bitcoin dominance is above 60%. And that shouldn't be surprising with Bitcoin moving the way it currently is moving. All right. So, yeah, this is nice. I mean, it hasn't claimed the range that I have drawn on this chart, but you know, it's hit these wicks over here from February 2021 before the massive breakdown. So it's kind of in the level now. So we want to look for signs of topping in this box. It's getting close. It's getting close. It's almost there, almost ready, but not quite. But yeah, it's certainly approaching. And there's also the debate that Bitcoin dominance doesn't matter nearly as much as it used to. Again, going back to what I was saying just previously, how the market's changed so much from 1 year ago and even the last cycle in 2021 because liquidity is so fragmented. You know, we're seeing many coins increase alongside Bitcoin here, but many coins also not doing much at all, right? Which means that Bitcoin dominance as a metric, as it's been used in previous cycles, maybe isn't as reliable this time around, right? Because the market's just really changed a ton. But still, it still likely will top out in this. I'm just going off of the chart, TA. I'm sticking with the plan here in terms of the chart. So I'm still expecting it to top out in this level, and we'll see if Bitcoin dominance is still a real metric to be used. We're going to find out. Probably still useful, but not as effective as it has been in previous cycles. We got Armando. He says, thank you for always content. Let's smash the like, brothers. Guys, smash up the like button. Appreciate it. Med Wall Street is playing with us. Look at the precision. So one thing I will say is if you look at key narratives and dates in the past, for example, we'll use the NVIDIA AI conference that happened in March. Most AI coins topped out basically a week before the conference or right on the conference date. So if this is an election narrative pump, Wall Street could be playing with us, right? They could be running it to the all-time high right here. And then when the election happens, they kind of pull the rug beneath our feet. That's certainly a scenario, which would cause, obviously, a move to the downside at or right after the election. But still, even if we do pull back, I expect it to be shallow and short-lived because I'm treating this as a real breakout. So even if we go retest again down here in the 60s, mid 60,000s, I still wouldn't be worried that it's going to run back up. But I also have that in the back of my mind because I know that the election's a huge date and it's been planned for a long time. And Wall Street uses these dates to move the markets. So I also have that idea in the back of my mind, Ahmed. Let's see. Random says Parcel is one of the best low cap RWA coins. Parcel on Solana, moving up nicely down here. It's at the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders. It's right on the neckline right now, as you can see. So look for that to break out. If you're holding this one. RWA coins at large. Moving a bit today. Rio's up 18% here. We were talking about Rio in last night's stream. SMT up 1%, still down here towards the bottom. IXS and Polytrade doing well today, trying to move off of their bottom level. So yeah, it's a good day for real world asset coins. Checks putting in a 28% move. Goldfinch up 33%, bouncing off of my drawn line here perfectly, which is quite ironic. But yeah, RWA coins, nice move today. They all look bottomed out. They really all do look bottomed out after a massive sell-off over the past few weeks. I just showed you multiple charts where they basically bounced huge today after, a multi-week drawdown. And, this could very well be the start of a new trend. So don't be surprised. All RWA coins that I have here on the list are green today. And all of them, besides Parcel is actually one of the stronger charts currently. With his inverse head and shoulders. But yeah, don't be surprised if a major RWA kind of season starts soon. And with that, Rio also has an inverse head and shoulders forming. Med asks, could you chart Ponky? I'm hearing a lot about it lately. Sure, we'll pull up Ponky over here on Deck Screener, as we already have it drawn out for a while now. All right, so here's the market cap chart. And let's go to the price chart. Some more levels here. So for Ponky, for anybody unfamiliar, hasn't seen me chart this before. So this green box was put on the chart back here in like June, July. And this green box is the buy zone that I put on the chart, many months ago. Price came down. It spent all of August and all of September and the first 2 weeks of October inside of the green box, which is the buy area. And it's now out of that, right? It broke out. It's retested it. And now it's just kind of sitting right here at 43, 44 cents. So yeah, I would say that it is bottomed out, right? It's left the green box. It's retested the green box. Now it's trying to break overhead resistance up here around 45 to 50 cents. So yeah, the path of direction here for Ponky is up. It's higher. And this is a meme coin that, similar to a lot of coins in the market, it's been underperforming during this period. It really hasn't been doing too much. Yes, it's up nice off at the bottom. It's up 113% in 2 months, which is nice. But for the most part, still very quiet. But when it decides to actually break out, it will likely be one of these types of moves where it goes parabolic. And being that it's now exited the buy area and put in a bullish retest, we could be seeing a nice expansion phase. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now, and by the way, these are Fibonacci extension levels. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is I am going to redraw these Fib extension levels with our new price action. All right, so let's go ahead and change this up. And let's take our Fib from the high down here to the low. And go ahead and check that off. So now we have fresh Fib extension levels higher using the all-time high over here from July and the low it formed on the August 5th crash. Let's make sure 0618 is on there. Whoops. Actually, no, that's good. All right, so we have a fib extension at $1. We have the 2618 at $1.50 and the 3618 is at $2.05. Kind of odd how it's all lining up at $1, $1.50, $2, $2.50, $3. So those are our fib extension levels, utilizing the most recent key swing high to key swing low. So I would treat these as your profit targets going forward. But yeah, Ponky's looking pretty bullish. If it comes back into the green zone, sub 36 cents, again, that's your buy area. But, it's spent 2.5 months in there, so we'll see. We got Vixtor. He says, hey, bro, I'm back again. Hope you're well. TA on Aarando. So base ecosystem play here on Aarando. I think you asked me about this yesterday, man, if I'm not mistaken, or very, very shortly in the past you asked me about this, but double bottom, 1, 2, trying to break resistance here at $1.30. Needs to clear supply up here at $1.50, and then, it will be good to go. We drop the time frame down here. So really nice move today. What you want to see now is you want to see the Monday high hold as support. If you see the Monday mid get retested this week, that's likely going to be a great buying opportunity for this coin because the trajectory is up. All right, so a retest of the Monday mid in this cluster of price action will likely treat you really well if the market gives it. So there's many ways to do it. You can add an alert, very simple, and you'll be notified if price comes to these levels. But yeah, put in this double bottom, looking to break resistance here and head higher on Aarando. Let's see. Crypto Lord says based AI is fundamentally stronger than Tau. Fully FHE and cerebral squeezing for language learning models are missing in Tau, which based AI is having. Tau 46 subnets, but based AI 1024 subnets brains. You're right. You make a good point. However, Tau will eventually have infinite subnets. I'm not here to debate about which one's better. I've said many times how both of them are good bullish coins. Do I have a lot more Tau? Absolutely, I do. I'm quite heavy in Tau. I like to see both of them do well. I think both will do well, and I'm not here to argue about which one's better. Shout out to Gene. Says DBL checking the portfolio. Don't want to mess this up. Like button smashed. Appreciate your support, Gene. And yeah, definitely time to make the best decisions possible. Vinay Kumar, nice to see you, brother. What's going on, Vinay? Yeah, you can send me a DM at CCell34 is my only Telegram. At CCell34. I'll put that in the live chat. Shout out to Adrian Kent with the 2 thumbs up. And Fiat Hater says MAGA, the calm before the storm. Yeah, these Polyfi meme coins are looking really good, especially the MAGA hat. Really rallying hard today, is outperforming the MAGA Trump coin big time. But I still think that this one will break resistance and head higher going into the election. Just much more selling compared to the MAGA hat coin, but nonetheless, expecting that to get resolved. We'll see. Now moving on. So let's talk about the meme coin casino a little bit, guys. So every few days, there's a new coin that goes from 0 to 50 to 100 million in less than 24 hours. And we had another one of those, right? Previously, there was coins like GOAT and all the AI created meme coins. Well, there's a new meta on the block, or at least a new coin that's went from 0 to like 70 million in a day. So it's crazy that this is real. I think this is real. But here we have an X account at Catholic TV. So they say the Vatican has unveiled the official mascot of the Holy Year 2025, Lucy, which is Italian for light. The Archbishop says the mascot was inspired by the church's desire to live even within the pop culture so beloved by our youth. Now, the Lucy coin is currently at a $62 million market cap. And you can see this thing is 1 day and 4 hours old, and it's increased by almost 1,000x in price since it launched yesterday at 4 p.m. Yesterday at 4 p.m. Actually, no, yesterday at noon. The 4-hour chart was a little off. So in 1 day and 6 hours, exactly, it's gone up by 1,150x. This is the new really hot token. Every few days, another one of these launches. But there's 1,000 that basically go to zero, rug pull, whatever. And then the diamond, the needle in the haystack comes through. But yeah, this is the current meta currently. I tried to buy a derivative of it this morning, but that one didn't work out. Straight rug pull here on Holy Inu. Yeah, that's what happens when you decide to play the trenches. But yeah, this is the current. We could see a new meta start to form here with Lucy. Have it on your radar, but I mean, just absolutely wild that a coin can, send so hard in such a short amount of time. So let's check out Photon actually, because this will allow us to see when insiders and the dev is buying and selling. This is a trading terminal on Solana. So on the second hour of launch, after launch, the dev bought and a sniper. It's showing here on Photon. But yeah, nonetheless, this is the current meta in the meme coin casino. That's Lucy. Maybe it pulls a GOAT. Maybe it rug pulls tomorrow. You really don't know what's going to happen with any of these Solana pump fund launches. But this is the current hot thing in the market that everyone is going crazy over. Now, moving on. So another prediction coming true here at Crypto Empire. I haven't spoken about this one in a while, but I know I've said it many times here on the channel, how there's going to be a large cap basket ETF for large cap cryptocurrencies. And here we have a tweet from Solid Intel just 3 hours ago. The SEC filed Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund LLC to convert into an ETF to be traded on the New York Stock Exchange. The fund holds Bitcoin, Ether, and Solana, XRP, as well as AVAX. All right. The large cap basket ETF will be trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Another prediction has come true here at Crypto Empire. Not surprised at all. And very exciting times, I suppose, but it also goes completely against the ethos of cryptocurrency, of decentralization, stuff like that. However, I suppose it's good for the industry, being that more liquidity has access to flow into these assets. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Wall Street is fully embracing these assets. And have a look out for further announcements, because likely more will get added to this over time, which is really crazy to see. Anyways, we got John Valentine. He says Tron Bull will be king of the Tron chain. So talking about talking about these meme coins on Tron, we were speaking of Sundog before. So Tron Bull, this is like the community coin. And then there's Bull, which is the Cabal coin, Crash's coin over here. I mean, really crazy, really wild, just comparing the two, right? It's pretty nuts with these Crash coins. Also, notice how he kind of lost the Midas touch right now because the market changed. The market shifted. He's doing the same thing he's been doing, but you know, people just kind of caught on to things. And you had figures like Murad emerge. You had the Godius Maximus coin emerge. Everyone's following that Twitter account like it's a new religion, like they were, you know, looking at Crash prior. But yeah, I mean, that's how quick the market's changing, right? One guy literally had the pull to send. I mean, if he launches something new, it will also still send, but we'll see if this one goes. It's at this lowest support now, since it's mega pump when Crash called it. But then there's the T-Bolt version. The T-Bull version is the community version, and it does look stronger currently than the other bull coin because it's trying to break resistance, whereas the other one is testing support. So I know there's a lot of infighting, or not really infighting, but I know there's a big fight between these two communities, the T-Bull and the bull communities. We'll see which one wins, the community coin or the Cabal version. I'm interested to see which one wins. And John Valentine thinks it will be T-Bull, the community version, which makes more sense, right? People are sick of the Cabal launches, basically. At least in my head, they are. But I mean, hey, they'll do anything for a buck. So if a Cabal launches a new coin, they'll probably buy it anyway. So I mean, it's such a wild market currently with these meme coins. It's really, I've repeated myself a ton this live stream and, you know, over the past few days, but the memes changed everything up. It's really quite different currently. Elias, sorry about all the beeping, guys. Let me put on Do Not Disturb. Elias is asking about SUI. So really nice move on SUI. So going back to filling the wick, this is a perfect example of filling a wick, right? SUI crashed hard from $2 down here to $1.60, $1.65. And then it retraced back up here to $1.85, but it filled the wick. It swept these lows before launching off. All right, this is what I mean when I say fill the wick. Forget which example I was talking about before, but a coin was around here, and I said watch for it to fill that wick, basically. This is exactly what I meant. Sweat this low, nice rally. Yeah, so SUI now looks great, obviously, in hindsight, that it's pumped really hard over the past 36 hours. You are at a level of resistance over here. You really want to see it hold $2 if it does come back and test 2. But this is a very bullish sweep. This shouldn't be understated, right? It grabbed everyone who was long, like in all of this, had their stop under this. If they had a stop loss in, they all got stopped out, price sent. That's very, very bullish, okay? So yeah, well, you should be looking essentially for continuation, and you should be looking for long entries on SUI if that's how you want to go ahead and play it, which is what I recommend, given the current chart of SUI. So with that, if this is going to be a very strong, aggressive uptrend, your local supports will hold. And SUI local support currently is around $2 down to $1.96. So if this is going to stay very strong, look for it to hold this if it comes down and continue higher. And look for the breakout above the top of the red at $2.18. SUI right now at the cusp of new all-time highs. Crypto Lord, he says SUI Man, Blub, and FUD. SUI memes that will explode this bull run. $1.9. I've seen this one before. Nice retrace. All of these have retraced, and they're all moving up with SUI. So when SUI makes a new all-time high, the SUI ecosystem meme coins are also going to pump. That's just how the market works. Just like when Tron was doing well, that's when Justin Sun launched Sundog, and Crash launched T-Bull. But that was like for 1 week, and then Tron started to underperform, and all of those meme coins started to underperform as well. But with SUI doing so good, the SUI meme ecosystem is picking back up again after a nice retrace. Now, look, good shout here, Crypto Lord. Reason, they're all coming off of a nice retracement. Golden pocket here. Not a perfect GP test, but I mean, still pretty good. More of a test of this level on the chart. But yeah, all these have come off of their first huge retracement. All right, so 70% drop. It's probably a good time to look for SUI memes right now. It's simple. Wave 1, 2 retrace. Wave 3 is the largest wave. They all look like they're going to go for their wave 3. So SUI memes. SUI memes could be the play here. Sniff says, when I first got into Bitcoin, it was at 10K. I had 40K to play with. I only bought one. I'm sure many people will have a similar story. I mean, that's a crypto investor's common tale, being undersized into a winning investment. I think we've all been there, Sniff. Lee Harrison says, Ola Connor, it seems we have liftoff. Here we go. Altcoins are next. I agree. Again, total 3 is a great indication to use. And it's looking to break this resistance at 650 billion and head back up here to the highs of 2021 at 1.13 trillion. Right? Just for reference, guys, if you're frustrated that your altcoin is not yet moving, you're still 50% down, give or take, from the high of the last cycle, 43% down. And we expect this to make new highs. So there's still plenty of time for your coins to move. Don't get frustrated. Don't lose hope. More likely than not, good times are coming, as long as your coin isn't a dud, right? You have to pick the right ones. There will be underperformers, but it's certainly coming. We got Man with a Plan with us today. He says, it's time, lads. It's time. Blessed are those who mourned, for they will be comforted. I like that, Man with a Plan. And he says, smash the like button as well, guys. Smash up that like button if you're enjoying the stream so far. Greatly appreciate your support. One like does go a very long way. Florent, thanks for being live every day. How do I feel about Kaz? So I pulled it up earlier, and I did joke saying that it looks like a rug. But I don't think it's a rug, right? It's a joke. Now, with that being said, Kaz is severely underperforming here, right? It broke this trend line going back to November of last year. Now, going off of the horizontal range, the bottom of the horizontal range is down here at 10 cents exactly. All right, so it is in the lower part of its horizontal range. If it loses that, it's very worrisome. All right, now I'm not necessarily sweating because my Caspa position is still well in profit, right? Entering down here. However, it's vastly underperforming currently. Could that change again? Sure, it could, right? CAS could go on to lead the market again like it did all of last year and all of 2022. But as of right now, there's no debate that it is not doing well. So, I mean, what we want to see from here, more likely than not, it will come and test the bottom of the range, right? We would like to see a very explosive bounce from there, or at least consolidation, and let the selling subside, go sideways for a while, and then increase in price. How am I feeling about CAS, though, to answer the question? The chart looks like doo-doo compared to a lot of other charts currently. But again, going off of the horizontal levels, your range low is at 10 cents. So we haven't necessarily broken the range, but we did lose this trend line, which is not a good start to things currently. We'll see if there's a rotation from BTC and other proof of work coins. I mean, let's actually check on some of these other proof of work coins. I'm curious. All right, Bitcoin Cash is looking pretty good. It looks like it's about to break out of a nice range for me here. Litecoin, identical to Bitcoin Cash over here. Ravencoin, another legacy proof of work coin. I mean, even still, all these are actually looking better than CAS. So CAS is an isolated chart, right? It's not really, it always does its own thing. How's ALPH doing? Really strong rally today after a nice hammer to sweep the previous week low yesterday. I mean, look, this is still low. I remember in December 2023, over here, it was at 90 cents, $1. Right, rallied up here to 380. Yeah, but ALPH still relatively low. But CAS, yeah, it's vastly underperforming. So 10 cents must hold. Very critical level to hold 10 cents. But it's certainly extremely weak right now, and there's no denying that. That's how I feel about it. Let's see, Ladradoodle. Hello, Empire. Connor, appreciate all of your guidance. Thoughts on the Tilly community takeover? Seems like they're working hard. So, Tilly, it was a great trade. However, it unfortunately followed the same trajectory of 99% of pump fund launches, right? 99% of pump fund coins launch. All the degens speculate, think it's going to be the next big runner. Pumps, dumps. 99% of them follow this trajectory. Now, we just happened at Crypto Empire to be able to catch this on very shortly after the launch. Sub 1 mil market cap, and it peaked out up here at 10 million. Now it's a pump fund coin. There's a saying, if it looks like a snake and it smells like a snake, it's a snake. With a pump fund coin, if it's a pump fund coin, it's probably going to perform like most pump fund coins. So I wouldn't get too invested in the community takeover personally. I'd say there's a very slim chance that it can come back. Truly. Look at 99% of pump funds. They all pump and dump. Less than 1% actually end up succeeding in staying around with any type of longevity. So unfortunately, Tilly will probably follow in the fate of most. Oh, yeah, real quick. Silvadala, he says, how does everyone feel about the new rebrand? Guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we changed up the look here at Crypto Empire, right? New banner, new logo. Also, if you go to my X account, You can see I AI'd myself over here and I changed everything. So how do you feel about the new rebrand? You guys like it? Let me know. I think it looks pretty good. Quite happy with how it looks, but always looking to improve in any way that I can. Nonetheless, don't get too confused. It's the same crypto empire, just a fresh new look. That's all. Sniff says there's a meme coin I've been accumulating called Hava that's up 25% in the past day. All right, sniffing on the memes. Of course, it's a Cosmos meme. I'm not too surprised there. Let's pull up Coin Hall. All right, so this is a long meme, or it's been around for a while, I should say. It's been around for around 7 months, 6-7 months now. It launched in April, and current market cap is 210K, and it's a Cosmos dog coin. So I've seen how Hua, right, the main Cosmos dog meme coin given as an airdrop, it put in this absolutely wild pump last year, bottomed in October, and increased around 40x in value, 50x in value in 2 months. So sometimes these Cosmos dog meme coins can go wild. Hava is definitely high risk. Sniff, you already know that. I know you're not a fool. So good luck, man. I'll look into it further afterwards. Joey says, Cubic is one of my biggest bags. Cubic, Dream Machine token, and now Shycoin. So Joey Joe, I was trying to ask you yesterday. There is no Shycoin. Oh, never mind. Here it is. It actually didn't pop up yesterday in CoinGecko. Anyways, it's here now. It's only on the non-KYC exchange, which is interesting. All right, proof of work. New proof of work coin. I figured as much because it was listed on an obscure exchange and only there, right? It's like a trade order type of exchange, non-KYC, where they only list random like new proof of work coins. So maybe the miners have all ditched Kaz and they all want Shycoin now. Could that be it? Maybe. Yeah, I'll look into this after the stream now that I actually know which one you're talking about, Joey Joe. And we'll check up on Dream Machine as well. Up 10% today. Let's look at the Arbitrum pair. So a Dream Machine token, kind of a gambling crypto culture coin. It's at a major level currently, DMT. Major support resistance flip here at the $50 level. Also at 50 million market cap exactly as well. So yeah, I mean, putting in higher highs and higher lows, it's pretty clear to see that. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low now. So more likely than not, this thing's going to eventually explode. The chart's in a new uptrend with these higher highs and higher lows. And it's currently retesting one of the lows, and it's starting to put in kind of its first bounce. So DMT is looking really good as well, actually. And then Cubic as well. Like we said, Cubic down here in this bottom demand level, bouncing out of it. Hopefully this is just a higher low forming, and we'll see how it goes. But if there's one thing you can't deny, it's like the absolute strength of the Cubic community. You think it's a top 10 coin in market cap by the way people go nuts about it over X. Why? Because the technology, if it's proven to be successful, will be unlike anything we've ever seen before. So high risk, high reward play, but it could be an absolute face melter. And I'm here for the ride. We'll see. Let's see. Crypto Lord says SUI takes 75 years and Aptos takes 35 years for full circulation to come out. So the emission is lesser in SUI compared to Aptos. And Yup says that Polyfi is best opportunity short term. I agree. I think these comments are from when I got asked Differiner's question. Lee Harrison, he says, Dig has been on fire. How high can this go in your opinion? Doge and Glasses on base. Again, a Dogecoin derivative play. Meme coin. Market likes meme coins. Also been around for around 7-8 months. And it survived a massacre. And it's now come back to life. So, I mean, if something can kind of resurrect like this, that's a testament to strength. So how high can it go? Well, let's shift this to the market cap chart. Pulling out a handy forecast tool. Up here to the all-time high, it would be a 6.5x in value. It's really hard to tell with meme coins, right? Especially low liquidity ones where TA isn't as reliable. So your 1618 is at a 2.9 mil market cap. I think you can go higher than that. I mean, it's 200K, right? If this is actually going to succeed, it should go minimum like 5 to 10. But I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows when it will take off? Who knows how high it's going to top? But fib extensions are a good gauge to take profit on the way up. So you have the all-time high currently, which is a 550% move. You have the first major fib extension, which is around a 10x. And then it goes around 16x, right? Like 22, 23x. So use your fib extensions to take profit on the way up is how I would go about playing it. Don't be greedy. Pigs do get slaughtered. So pay yourself as it goes higher in price. That's my best word of advice when it comes to any token. Lump sum buying and lump sum selling, not the most effective way to do things. Maverick says dual, Game GPT, easy 2x, gaming and AI at 6 mil since they just announced X, huge news coming. So yeah, this thing's trying to recoup off of the bottom here. Now, ideally, with all of this time that's passed, I know staking rewards have been getting, released, which means a lot of inflation. But as time passes, right, and the stakers sell their rewards, sell their tokens they get from staking, market absorbs it, right? That bypasses all that inflation, basically. Over just time heals all wounds, as the saying goes. But yeah, this is essentially not at the bottom, but it's pretty dang close to its bottom, just coming out of an accumulation lake, basically. So if we're going to buy low and sell high, we'll always revert back to that because it's just true. We can look at a chart and immediately tell if it's low or high. This is low. And yeah, dual. The only thing that's somewhat concerning is just those staking rewards. But ideally, with all the time that's passed by, it can make a huge comeback. It's been a project I've been bullish on, and we'll see if it can make a comeback. Tons of comments today in our live chat, guys. I can't get to all of these. I know I'm super behind. We did get a super chat from J-Man. Sorry to leave you hanging, J-Man, but here we go. He says, hey, Connor, joined a little late. Not sure if you spoke about Trump MAGA. Can you give your thoughts, please? Have you mentioned don't worry about it? I'll watch the beginning. And we'll talk about it again here. So again, the election is 1 week away. Trump heavily favored to win here. Now, the Trump MAGA coin is seeing much more selling pressure than direct kind of competitors, I guess you can call them, in the same narrative, such as the MAGA hat coin. Less people selling this one compared to the Trump. Now, I still do believe, if we go back to our price chart, I still do believe it will rally into November 5th. All right. I am expecting this coin to break this overhead resistance over here at around $5.50. All right. So what we want to see here is just a break of this resistance at 550. This level that I've had marked at 730 is there for a reason. I'd say this is your first kind of major take profit level. There has been obviously significant profit taking. GCR sold at $5, $5.50. But I'm looking for a move minimum up here to $7 on this Trump coin at or before November 5th. And that's your first major take profit after coming down into this 150 to 100 million market cap level. John Valentine, he likes the new stuff. So many comments, guys. Sorry. Emin, what's up, Emin? Glad to see you. By the way, what do you think about Toshi and Bobo? Still bullish? Bobo more bullish than Toshi. And yes, still bullish on Bobo 1000%. Bobo the bear over here at 60 million. Sitting right at a major support resistance flip level. And I still expect Bobo to, it's doing the same thing it basically did over here after its first mega pump that happened in July of 2023, right? Pump just sold off and went sideways and then bang, exploded. So pump sold off. Here's the sideways after dumping. I'm expecting this to explode again. Yes, still bullish on Bobo the bear. And then Toshi, I mean, I still think it will do well. But I'm more bullish on Bobo is the point I'm trying to make. To do better, I guess you could say. Both around similar market caps, basically right on par with each other at 60 million. And Toshi, similar to Bobo, where it's just in dead consolidation down here. I mean, it looks to be bottomed out. It does, right? The market structure has for sure changed from all of this to this. There's no debate that this is different, right? This was a downtrend. This is now a sideways accumulation phase. So, I mean, both of these look good and still bullish on both, but I like Bobo the bear better. Valor, is it better to buy Bitcoin or less known coins like XRP, HBAR, ADA? Well, if you're comparing Bitcoin to those three, Bitcoin all the way. XRP, HBAR, and ADA, trash. If you're going to be buying altcoins, you need to focus on new coins that were released post 2023 that are in good narratives of the cycle, like AI, real world assets, memes. HBAR, ADA, XRP, you'll likely vastly underperform. Maybe XRP catches a bid because they've been in a lawsuit for multiple years and that looks to be getting resolved. So that's kind of suppressed. But yeah, like XRP and HBAR, they've been caught. The foundations, the insiders, they've been caught selling just millions of dollars of their tokens over the years, which is why no matter how good the tech is, it's corrupt down to the core. And that will hold the price down. So Bitcoin over those. But if you pick the right altcoins, you can find out some information how in the free ebook, then you'll outperform Bitcoin. And Rainer says, Yo, Connor, I'm Veg in Discord. You mind taking a look at tits? What's going on, Veg? We can take a look at tits. We love tits. All right. So the market clearly has taken a liking to this one. Let's look at this on Photon. So yeah, I mean, the dev loaded up at the bottom. It hasn't sold any, which is quite encouraging. I mean, this is kind of nuts. But this is the story of memes and why you need conviction. So for 217 days, this coin was dead sideways. Literally dead sideways for around 7 months straight. As you can see, market cap was hovering between 100 to a 300K market cap. It's at 30 mil. It's done 100x from the bottom, and it's done this in 2 weeks' time. It's done 100x in 2 weeks' time. Should you buy this now? I don't think that's a good idea to buy into a candle like this on the daily. Yeah, I mean, good luck with something like this. It's not a pump fund coin, right? It's, you can see, doesn't have pump at the end of the contract. I'm scared to open up the website or the Twitter because there could be some not safe for work content, and I don't want to show that on YouTube here. This is a family-friendly channel after all. But hey, obviously it's a great coin, right? Who doesn't love tits? Duh. So I can see why it's pumping. I just wouldn't recommend to buy it now after a mega rally. This is not buying low and selling high. This is buying high. How high this thing can go, tough to say. The chart is absurd. For 7 months, nothing, and then bang, up 100x in a week. So if you were holding this, pay yourself, hold a moon bag, but it's way too risky to buy something like this right now. But we're going to actually end it on this note. We'll end it on a good note here with tits. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Again, don't get too discouraged right now if your altcoins aren't performing too well. Most of the market actually isn't. There is a bit of a divide or an illusion, you can say, with meme coins dominating attention and most liquidity going into that sector. But yeah, I think we'll see a large rotation to fundamental coins in the not so distant future. So I would say to hold strong and believe in what you hold, have conviction. That's why you've done your research, right? You filtered out the coins that you don't think will do well, and you've decided to invest in the ones you do think will do well. So now as an investor, your fortitude and strength is tested here, your resilience. And I do believe that altcoins will see a major rotation soon, but let's see Bitcoin go ahead and break the all-time high first. 1 week until the election. It's crunch time, folks. But I'll be back tomorrow, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Again, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the live stream, hit that like button. 1 like does go a very long way. And it's time to wrap this one up. Have a very good night. Thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.